So we're going to do a little test here, the UV light, and you can't really see it because of the filter, but it's 395. Let's see if I got it on. Ah, there it goes. Now it's on. You can't almost not see it because of the filter, and our human eyes really don't see 395 that good, but I think you could see the glow there. Now what the test is going to be, we're going to look at the sight glass. I just injected UV dye right at the suction line, so we're immediately at the discharge, at the suction of the compressor, the intake of the compressor. I already rotated the compressor by hand. We're under or not under a vacuum now. I have 3 ounces of refrigerant. This system takes between 1.5 pounds to 1 3/4 pounds, which is 700 to 800 kilograms, 700 to 800 grams. Metric is so easy to figure out. So what we're going to do is, when I start it and I hit that button, we're going to count how many seconds with a low refrigerant charge. Now I know when there's 100% full refrigerant charge and I add oil right at the compressor, and it has to get sucked into the cylinders, it has to get rotated, compressed, discharged out the discharge line, it has to come make its way through to the inlet of the condenser, then it has to go down all those coils going all the way down to the bottom. It has to get discharged out of the bottom line, then it has to go into the intake port of the receiver dryer. That's not the suction, that's not the sight glass, that's off to the side. Then it goes through a filter pad, goes through the desiccant BBs, through another filter pad. The dye has to drop out into the bottom of the receiver dryer, and then it comes up a straw to the very top, right where that sight glass is, before it goes along its liquid line path to be delivered to the expansion valve. Now, we're doing this with only 3 ounces of refrigerant. That's it. It takes longer when you're just vapor. So as soon as this compressor starts, there's basically no liquid refrigerant in the system. 3 ounces was just enough of vapor by weight to fill the system up to this ambient temperature, because it's cold outside, to where it leveled out at 61 psi of vapor refrigerant only. That's it. We're going to see how long this takes. You can see we have the light sticking right there. See, I'm going to start it up. I'll have the button off, and then we'll hit the button. Look up at the seconds. When I hit the button, you can hear the compressor kick in. It looks like you can start this with a screwdriver. I got the wrong one. Get it on there. Oh yeah, we do have a little issue here. I can see, okay. I didn't pre-figure that out, that I was gonna run into this problem. I can see they probably just had it at, all right, am I gonna have to come back here? All right, it looks like there's gonna be some damage control going on here, because as you can see, that's not in the greatest of condition there. Ah, there it goes. Had to move the steering wheel. All right, let's try that again. AC button off, put it on high, fresh air, full on. Engine's not started yet. Let's start the engine. Engine started. The AC is not on yet, because we're gonna run out there. Let's look at the seconds. We're into 4 minutes right now. 8, 9, 10. Okay, 4 minutes, 10 seconds. And let's see if I can get tuned in there. Oh shit, where is it? There it goes. Okay, we're into 25 seconds. It's starting to turn a little bit of color, I think. There it goes. Boom. Right there. So that's with 3 ounces of refrigerant. You see how fast that came on? Okay. So now, with 3 ounces of vapor-only refrigerant, that is how long it took for the dye to get to the suction, compressed, ejected out the discharge, did its whole entire path through the condenser, got deposited it into the top of the receiver dryer, made it to the bottom of the receiver dryer, and then came up the straw to hit the sight glass. When it's a full charge, 7 seconds is usually all it takes, or less. Refrigerant does its path in a car really fast. That's all I can tell you. I've heard guys say 1 minute, 3 minutes, 7 minutes. Really reputable guys making really good other educational videos, usually electrical or emissions or diagnostic, computer controls, programming. But when it comes to their AC videos, all I gotta do is go bury my head under a pillow and cry because I feel sorry for the information they're putting out there. But they have big channels, they have a big following, and there we go. Our engine is off, our AC is off, and you can see the dye. And this is what happens when you have a good dye and you have a good light. You get good results. See you guys later.